This video is intended for educational and historical purposes only. It does not promote or condone any actions or ideologies discussed.
Poland, September 1939. The German foe begins its ruthless march of conquest and sets the stage for World War II. Poland's 34 million inhabitants, crushed, scattered, and enslaved. Tens of thousands of square miles of territory shrink before the movement of lightning-armored columns. Poland and the world learn the meaning of a grim new word, blitzkrieg.
On September 1st, 1939, the world witnessed a new kind of warfare, one that combined speed, power, and precision to devastating effect. This was Blitzkrieg, or Lightning War, and its first target was Poland. In just weeks, Germany's mechanized forces shattered not just Polish defenses, but the very will to fight. Today, we'll explore how tanks, aircraft, and motorized infantry revolutionized warfare, and how the psychological impact of Blitzkrieg left an indelible mark on history. This is the story of the invasion that started World War II. To understand Blitzkrieg, we need to go back to the years leading up to 1939. After World War I, Germany felt humiliated by the Treaty of Versailles. But under Adolf Hitler, the nation began to rebuild its military with a focus on innovation.
In seiner Ausartung und Entartung für uns unerträglich geworden war. Danzig war und ist eine deutsche Stadt. Der Korridor war und ist deutsch. Alle diese Gebiete verdanken ihre kulturelle Erschließung ausschließlich dem deutschen Volk. Ohne das deutsche Volk würde in all diesen Festen.
Key figures like Heinz Guderian championed the use of tanks, aircraft, and motorized infantry in a coordinated assault, what would later be called Blitzkrieg. Meanwhile, Poland found itself caught between two giants. In August 1939, Germany and the Soviet Union signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, a secret agreement to divide Poland between them. Poland, though allied with France and the UK, was unprepared for the storm that was about to break. Its military relied on traditional tactics, including horse cavalry, while Germany had spent years perfecting its mechanized war machine. At dawn on September 1st, 1939, the skies over Poland filled with the roar of German bombers. The Luftwaffe struck first, targeting airfields, communication hubs, and cities. The goal was simple: cripple Poland's ability to respond. On the ground, panzer divisions rolled across the border, supported by motorized infantry. These tanks, like the Panzer I and Panzer II, were fast, agile, and deadly. They smashed through Polish lines with terrifying speed, while infantry followed close behind, exploiting every breakthrough. One of the first major battles was at Westerplatte, a small Polish garrison that held out for 7 days against overwhelming odds. But elsewhere, the story was different. At the Battle of Bzura, Polish forces launched a desperate counteroffensive, only to be encircled and crushed by German tanks and aircraft. The key to Blitzkrieg was coordination. Tanks, aircraft, and infantry worked together in perfect harmony, creating a relentless wave of destruction. For the Polish defenders, it was unlike anything they had ever seen. But the Blitzkrieg wasn't just about physical destruction. It was also a psychological weapon. The sheer speed and noise of the German advance left Polish forces disoriented and demoralized. The Stuka dive bombers, with their screaming sirens, became a symbol of terror. One Polish soldier later described the sound as the scream of the devil, a noise that shattered morale before the bombs even fell. Communication lines were cut, leaving Polish commanders isolated and unable to coordinate their defenses. Soldiers on the front lines found themselves facing an enemy that seemed unstoppable. The sight of endless columns of tanks, supported by aircraft and motorized infantry, created a sense of hopelessness. Even Poland's brave cavalry, often romanticized as charging tanks with lances, was no match for Germany's mechanized forces. The myth of the cavalry charge is just that, a myth. But it highlights the stark contrast between old and new ways of war. For Polish civilians, the invasion was equally devastating. Cities were bombed, roads were clogged with refugees, and the rapid collapse of the military left many feeling abandoned. The psychological impact of Blitzkrieg wasn't just felt on the battlefield. It echoed through every corner of Polish society, lined in the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. The invasion marked the beginning of World War II, as France and the UK declared war on Germany. But the legacy of the Blitzkrieg extended far beyond Poland. The success of Germany's mechanized tactics influenced military strategy around the world. In 1940, the same tactics would be used to devastating effect in the invasion of France. For Poland, the invasion was a tragedy. Tens of thousands of soldiers and civilians lost their lives, and the country would remain under occupation for years. But the bravery of the Polish defenders and their resistance to overwhelming odds remains a testament to the human spirit. The Blitzkrieg attack on Poland was more than just a military campaign. It was a turning point in history. It showed the world the terrifying potential of mechanized warfare, and it left a psychological scar that would last for generations. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into World War II history. Let me know in the comments what topic you'd like me to cover next. Until then, remember, history isn't just about dates and battles. It's about the people who lived through them and the lessons we can learn from their stories.